to the A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words podcast. Join us as we discuss the antics of pro athletes, sports politics, and everything in between. No sport nor athlete is off limits. Now, get you a pitcher of wine and enjoy the show. Here are your hosts, Lene and Linnell Fletcher, aka the Fletcher Twins. Hey guys, welcome back to the A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words podcast. It's your girl Nail.
And this your girl Nay. What it do, boo?
We got a lot to unpack tonight. So I just want to first we got to start off with, what are you drinking?
Still on the Corona. Something not too hard or heavy, not too strong Corona. I gotta still detox from when
From 2 weeks ago?
Incident. Yeah, from the incident.
The incident? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just I opened up a new bottle of Moscato tonight, so I'm drinking on my Moscato. All right. I just want to touch on Giovanni's birthday party. I saw y'all had a birthday/Easter thing for him. So what up, Giovanni? Happy, 10th birthday?
Yeah.
Okay.
10th. It was Mario Brothers theme. Mario theme.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was
okay,
cool.
I see. What up, cool. Giovanni? And I also wanted to give a shout out to Coach T, who hosts the Mud Talk podcast. He always support and shout us out on his podcast. So I wanted to shout him out. That's Mud Talk podcast with Coach T or Coach Tony, whatever you want to call him. But yes, he talks about sports, life, things he's learned. He'd be dropping them gems on y'all. So y'all need to go check that out. He's real cool and very supportive of us. So what up, Coach T? So now let's get into the get, okay? The foolery that is just keep getting gooder and gooder. Every day is a different part, a different piece to the puzzle that's coming together. And you know it's Kevin Durant, KD, versus Michael Rapaport. Like now, so, and let me, because
sports is athletes, not sports, but athletes are the gifts that keeps on giving.
I know we ain't gonna never run out of content, you guys. Never. Not with these fools. Anyway, so so Kevin, you know Michael Rapaport, right? Like
as a comedian / actor.
Yeah, and he also be on a lot of different sports shows talking sports. He's like a fanatic or whatever. I guess he think he's an analyst. No, bitch, you just a fan. Go sit down on the sideline, okay? You ain't getting no check from ESPN. So he let out private DMs between him and KD, and the DMs actually started back in December. After a post-game interview, and Kevin went on a long rant back then and even mentioned Michael's wife. Go ahead.
So I tried to... Okay, so explain to the people, for those that don't know, what interview was this? Was this the interview where he did the one-word answer to
I believe
Charles Barkley?
I believe so. That was
okay, because I just saw that. Okay, I just saw that interview, and I was wondering if that was it. That was very funny, by the way, KD. Keep going.
Yeah, so I'm going to read some stuff. So, okay, Michael Rapaport, I guess he put in his story or whatever, KD seemed deeply in his feelings with at NBA on TNT crew after the game. Damn it, he's super sensitive about everything. Don't do the interview. Like, don't do it if you don't want to do it. If you're going to act like that, don't do it. And then Kevin just
fine, but
and then KD just wrote back, "You a bitch." And I'm like, what?
Like, he got straight to it. He went straight to the point.
Straight to the point.
No around the bush. Going straight in.
And then Michael put, just do your effing interview. And if you're upset about something they've said, say something up there looking like you were going to cry and shit. And then Kevin was like, I did the interview, you dickhead. Tell your baby daddy, Chuck, to be better at his job and frame his questions better. He gave me 2 options for that dumbass question. Yes or no?
First of all, that is true. That is very true, because with Chuck, I just saw the interview before we started recording.
Mm-hmm.
When he asked the question, it was like he asked it and answered it himself.
Yeah.
So basically, all Kevin had to do was agree or disagree.
Uh-huh.
That is true, because when he was asking it, I was like, why? He didn't leave it as an open-ended question. He just left it as a yes/no question, and Kevin Durant answered yes, and that was it. Go ahead.
And some other stuff Kevin wrote. I'm not gonna read it all because he went straight gangster, but he called him a cunt. He said,
"Oh my God,
Chuck doesn't need you as a security guard. You pale, pasty, cum guzzling bitch. He put, I swear I'm gonna spit in your face when I see your dirty ass.
And isn't Michael Brooklyn fan?
Yeah, Michael lives in New York. Yeah, he like all the New York teams. That's why Kevin said, meet me on 17th tomorrow at 10 a.m. Meet me on 17th. He said, better yet, what's your address? And then he called him a pussy. Then Micah was trying to backtrack or try to make it nice.
Paddling.
He talking about go help the kids in Brownsville, Brooklyn, and stop being a fucking puzz. Go help the kids in Brownsville. Kevin told him to go suck a dick. He also talked about this lawsuit that he just lost. Michael just lost a defamation lawsuit against Barstool Sports. And then he was like, ha ha ha, you such a B. You suing another man for talking shit about you. I can't wait to spit on your pussy ass.
Oh my God.
And then he said, you calling your lawyer like the pussy you are. Then I think the thing that messed Michael up is when he brought his wife into it. He said something about how pussy you are. Your wife doesn't even respect your bitch ass. And he said something about him spending money on lawyers and his wife mad because he wasting the little bit of money that they do have on a lawyer.
Dang, he went in gangster, Kevin.
He was just like, meet me outside, like the catch me outside girl, catch me outside. You ain't got nothing else to say to me, okay?
First of all,
fight. He was ready to fight. He was like, Michael, you buck, Kevin ready to nut, okay? Nuck it, buck.
First of all, Kevin Durant, I had to clutch my pearls again while I was reading it. Yeah, while I was reading this, I had to clutch my fake pearls and
pearls,
the fake ones. And I literally got drunk reading the whole messages because it's so long and it's so much, and I kept having a drink because I'm like, this is some real tea up in this biatch. Okay, it reminded me of the Pusha T Drake back and forth when Pusha T killed Drake with the words. Yeah. He killed him with the words. And you know how we used to say like with Ramon, Dems be fighting words. This to me, it was like Dems be killing words. Like somebody
has to die.
Yes, like this is, and you know how last week I said trash talk, there's no below the belt or crossing the line. I think Kevin might have crossed that line that one there. I think he did it. I think he did that.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
Go ahead.
I was going to keep going because I have to ask you a question about Kevin.
So I was listening to Stephen A. Smith's reaction to this whole controversy. And first of all, he got on Michael. I'm going to call him Big Mike because he turned into Big Mike after this. So he got on Michael because he was saying by him releasing the DMs, he violated all types of street codes. Like that's man code, bro code. Yeah. That's the law. And I'm like, but Big Mike, he is from New York. But he ain't from Queens, Harlem, or Brooklyn. He from Manhattan. So he don't know no street code.
No street code in Manhattan. Nah. We ain't worried about that. And so do you think, because I'm going to dissect both of them, because it's like, I'm going to play devil's advocate. Do you think KD is too sensitive?
First of all, I thought KD was like, remember how when Dirk Nowitzki got punked? And that guy was like, so I thought he was the new Dirk. I thought Kevin was the nicest man in the NBA because he looked like he don't talk. Like he looked like he's a mute. But little do we know, this nigga is a thug.
He ready to go down with the ship.
I don't know if in the interview, do him and Chuck got something with each other?
I think
I don't think like each other.
I don't think he likes some of the commentary. I don't think he like people talking about him, period, honestly. But Chuck do be saying some reckless stuff about people. A lot of people don't care for Chuck.
That's true.
I do think Kevin is too sensitive though. He need to put his big boy pants on and get some thick skin.
Yeah, and plus Big Mike, he's a comedian. That's what they do. That's what they do. Do you know how many comedians out there talk about everybody all the time, every day? That it's just their job.
Oh my God.
That's what it is.
I think Mike, I have a lot to say about Mike, especially later on, but I think KD was wrong for bringing the wife into it. And I'm like, KD, dang, when you mess with KD, now you got to hide your wife and hide your kids? Because KD coming for them all.
Oh my God.
But I do think Michael was wrong for letting out the DM. I think he just wanted to make people look at KD bad in a bad light. Like he just wanted people to think KD was a bad person and not this nice person. So, but to me in this situation, Mike is the bully that got scared, right? You know, the bully that finally get bullied or finally get beat up.
Yeah.
That's Mike in this situation. This is what happened here. But he won't be bullying nobody no more. Cause see, Kevin didn't just steal his lunch money. He stole his monthly allowance.
Oh my God.
He shut it down. You won't be eating lunch for a month, Mike. No lunch for you.
No, but you know how. Sorry, go ahead.
But I was about to say, because he's talking about the interview and how he did the one word answer. That's what started this whole thing. And I'm like, y'all talking about an interview?
Oh my God.
Not even his game thing? You talking about an interview? An interview?
So I guess playing devil's advocate on, I guess Mike. So I will be siding with Michael on this comment. You know how? So Pete Kevin got a lot of fans because he's very popular. There's a lot of people that look up to him or whatever. So they be waiting for the interviews. Like some people wait to hear their favorite player speak after the game. That's their favorite part of watching the game. Because they get to hear them talk and probably see a different side of them, a more human side of them. But on Kevin's side, some people just have bad days and they give bad interviews, like Marshawn Lynch and the Williams sister, Serena Williams, when she didn't want to do that famous interview. Sometimes you don't get a bad interview, okay? So
she was like, I don't want to be here. And then Marshawn, he was like, you know why I'm here?
I'm only here so I don't get fined or something like that. He said, I'm here because and he didn't answer no questions. He just said, I'm here so I don't get fined.
Okay, so KD did eventually apologize. And he said, I'm sorry that people had to see that language that I used. That's not really what I want people to see and hear from me. But hopefully I can move past this and get back out on the floor. Okay. The next day, the NBA fined him $50,000. For using offensive and derogatory language on social media. But I'm like, is it in their contract they can't engage with people on social media because they represent the NBA?
That's what it is. I told you when the other guy said that anti-Semite comment that everything they do, they repping the NBA, so you have to be careful. Because
I think he should have been fined for cussing.
Because somebody say, for instance, with the anti-Semite comment, they probably say, okay, since this guy's in the NBA, he represents the NBA. Now I'm going to sue the NBA for these derogatory or comments. Now they're going to try to sue the NBA. So that's why, because people will try to sue the NBA as a whole. So you have to represent them in the best light that you can. You can't be threatening to come to this man's house and beat him up in front of his wife and kids.
Yeah, he got beat up. But he a man first. See, that's why I think they think these players are supposed to just sit down and shut up and let people talk reckless. No, you talk reckless, I'm gonna shut it down. You going to the floor, I'm dipping it too. Okay.
Oh my God. You when they go low, you're supposed to go high.
No.
You go high. Touch the sky. But no, I mean, I don't care either way, but I'm not mad at Michael. I'm not mad at Kevin. I like Michael. And Michael always, Michael always say something, and he don't back it down though.
He looked weak, like he was scared. He want people to look at Kevin in a bad light. Now that's the only reason I can say he put that out, but I don't like it, and he's going to be my rant later on because I got something to say. And he actually was on Undisputed today, pretty much saying he shouldn't have released it. And Shannon Sharp was like, that's the only thing that I didn't like that you did, was why did you release a private message?
Oh, I didn't hear that part. I just heard the part where he said he should have stopped it once he saw it was getting too far.
Yeah, he shouldn't have released the messages, and he should have shut it down and just blocked them. If you block them, you can't see their messages, sir.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
but that interview that his response to Charles was pretty funny. But like I said, if Charles didn't do, it was his question. First of all, Joe always tell me when you asking somebody a question, you never give them options. Charles gave him an option to say yes or no, and he said yes. He didn't say explain. He just asked that question, which was a yes or no. And that was it. I feel like Charles answered the question before he even got done with it. And so Kevin just agreed with whatever he said. That was a bad question on Chuck's part.
Probably, yeah. Chuck, he isn't a real journalist.
Oh my God.
But I don't think Mike should have released it. I remember that when it happened, and I remember Mike tweeting that, but I didn't know what was going on behind the scenes, okay? But I remember the whole situation. Anyway, let's get to our next story. It's another social media story. Everybody saw the elevator video with Quavo and Saweetie. And so this boxer, Adrien Broner, decides to comment on it, right? And this is what he posted on his page. I ain't see nothing wrong with that video if you ask me. First of all, sir, nobody asked you. That's black love. If me and my significant other don't argue like that, then I don't want her, because I'd rather have somebody might punch me while I'm asleep before I take a beautiful woman who go off and who sneak off and F another dude while I'm asleep. It's the black tough love for me. What are you talking about, sir? Because A, nobody asked you. And B, if that's black love, give me white love. I'm going across the street to the white side, okay? Because I don't need that. And
first of all,
go ahead.
First of all, when I seen I only saw the first short little clip that was on Shade Room. When it was first released before TMZ released the whole video. And honestly, when I first saw that video, I thought it was kind of funny. I know some people got offended or whatever, but I honestly thought it was kind of funny.
The short video, but the
short video, because can't nobody out there tell me they ain't never fight over no phone or something with their significant other, and they didn't get pushed out the way because they ain't realize they weren't strong enough. But that was funny to me. But then when I saw the whole video, and it looked like they was fighting before they got on the elevator, then probably after, and then like he didn't even attempt to like help her up.
She was on the phone. Limping, on the phone, the floor rocking. She limped off. Yeah, that was a more serious video.
Yeah, then I was like, oh shoot, okay.
So when I first saw this man, Adrien Broner, say this, I was like, his name sounds familiar. So first I thought he was, it was coming back to me. First I thought he was the guy that said, what was
about the slave thing?
Yeah, I thought he was the one that said, what did he kept saying? Because I just watched that video too. But that wasn't Adrien Broner. That was another fighter. But he kept saying, God, what did he keep? Oh my God, I'm so mad because I wanted to say this and I don't remember what he said. No, I don't know. But he wasn't him anyway, so. And then I was like, no, that's not him. Let me Google it because I remember this guy's name, right? So I Googled and it popped up. He was back in sometime last year. I think it was late last year. He was held in contempt of court and had to go to jail because he wasn't paid. He didn't pay a fine. He had to pay to some woman or whatever. But he was on IG flogging money. just
Oh my God.
straight paper, throwing paper in people's faces and just. And he in the courtroom and it's on videotape, so you can Google it or YouTube it.
Okay.
He was in the courtroom and he was like, I don't got no money. I only have $13 in my bank account, ma'am. It was a lady judge. And so he was held in contempt. She was like, well, where do you get your money in all the IG videos, all the internet videos? And he was like, I have rich friends. They send me money and I don't have any money. Meanwhile, he got a Gucci belt on.
Oh my God.
I don't have any money. Like I used to give people money and not, they know I'm a cool person. So now they just give me money. He even said our boy that we were talking about the other week, Javante Davis, he was like, they give me money. I have rich friends. I don't have any money. I have $13. And then I'm like, oh, you got $13, but you worried about black love? You need to be worried about some green love because you don't got no green in your pocket, okay? You need some green.
That's crazy.
So do you agree or disagree with his statement? That's black love and you don't want nobody if y'all ain't fighting like that.
No, that's not black love. That's actually abuse is what it is. But what I do agree with is what Tammy said today when I see the little clip of their What the Flocka episode. And when she was like having arguments is a part of a relationship. That part, yeah. But not getting thrown up against and punched in the face and all that. No, that is not my love language.
Not at all. Acts of service. Thank you, please. Thank you.
Oh my God.
But yeah, and then so do you think this will cost him in the future? Like money wise, like he might be liable and he might have domestic violence may occur in the future. And they'll be like, well, he said he would do this. So, hey, or he might lose a job because he in jail for hitting his girlfriend. They ain't even got to believe the girl word. They could just go to Instagram and be like, yeah, he agreed. He probably did hit her because he said this back when.
That is true. That is true. A good lawyer will find this quote and use it in court against him. So you got to watch what you be saying. Because people that don't nothing get deleted off the internet. Just because you take it down don't mean ain't nobody screenshot it. The shade room be on it.
I have the screenshot in my phone, sir.
Oh my God.
I have it in my phone. People think that social media is their journal or diary. It's not, sir. We can see that. And then I was like, and the girl, if whoever get with him, if I don't know if he already have a girlfriend and wife, whatever, but if a girl get with him after he said this, she a fool. And she should be she's a fool and she should expect to get hit.
And some girls like that. That's some girls' love language. They like to get slapped. And they have
date a boxer or any type of fighter. I would never.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it either because we'd be fighting. But I'm not going down without a fight. I'm not just going to let you punch me in my face.
I will.
I'm not just going to let you slap me. No, we going to be fighting like Ike and Tina Turner in that car. In that limo.
If he a boxer, it's the one hit a quitter. If he's a boxer, you'll be blacked out. And then wake up 2 days later.
Oh, my God. No.
Anyway, now time
better
for our
learn
flashback.
How to bob and weave. They better learn how to bob and weave. You got to be quicker than that.
Like on that commercial. All right, now time for our flashback moment, which wasn't too long ago. It was 2019. Jermaine Whitehead tweeted, okay, after a poor game performance against the Denver Broncos, a fan and other people had criticism for this guy, Jermaine. And he tweeted, come get it in blood, bitch made as little boy. He called him a bitch made little boy. I'm out here with a broke hand. Don't get smoked. And then to another fan, he put, I'ma kill you, bitch. That's on blood. Like, that's on blood. And then I'm like, oh my God. So like, I don't even think he was able to leave the locker room before they released him from the Browns. I think he was on his way out the door after the game. Because he tweeted in the locker room and he didn't, he lost his job, but while he was still there. He was still there.
Yeah.
And then, so the Browns said his tweets were totally unacceptable and highly inappropriate.
It is, because he threatened to kill somebody. See, they could have sued the Browns for that. They could have sued the NFL for that. That's a threat. That is a threat.
On
You can't be
blood. I don't even know what on blood mean, but I'm scared of it, okay? Because usually people say on my mama, but he said on blood.
On God. On God.
So I'm scared of him. So the lesson of the week, stay off social media when you're in your feelings. Okay, Kevin, that's you.
It don't mix. It's like oil and vinegar.
It doesn't mix. Somebody need to take their phone when they mad or hurt.
Yeah.
Or super emo. But anyway, time for my rant of the week.
Oh, God.
And of course, because I got something to say. And of course, it's Michael Rapaport. And this is, along with the KD situation, this is about my boy LeBron. Okay? So this is bigger than KD. All right? So his hates towards LeBron and the fact that he think LeBron ruined the league because of the decision in the Big Three is too much. First of all, people conveniently forget about Boston Celtics and their Big Three. It came before LeBron's Big Three, okay? That was before.
I remember because wasn't that little guy on it that I like?
I think it was like,
and he on the Lakers now. It was Pierce.
I think Kevin something, and I think I want to say Ray Allen, but I'm not sure.
Oh, maybe it was Ray Allen. Okay.
But also, he don't like LeBron for a personal reason as well. He claims LeBron snubbed him and his kids at a basketball game years ago. He said, and while this may be true, why do you want to let the public know about this? Why you so hurt, sir? Y'all want friends?
LeBron said that?
No, LeBron I'm saying this. No, Michael said LeBron snubbed him and his kid at a game, like didn't say hi or want to take a picture or whatever. Why are you so hurt? Y'all wasn't best friends. It seems like you
don't do that. You can do that to an adult, but not a little kid, not a little baby.
Oh, get them kids. It seemed like he be trying to make the public turn on these players, like showing us their bad side. But sir, he didn't turn his back on me, nor did he cut me out in my DM. So you need to keep that crap to yourself and worry about if Atypical is being renewed for another season.
Oh my God, that's a good show, by the way. Can y'all look at that on Netflix? It's Atypical. It's a really good show. I'm serious.
It is a good show, but he need to worry about that being renewed and not LeBron James not taking pictures with your ugly kids.
Actually, it's coming with what?
Let me take a sip of water. Of Moscato.
I think, first of all, it's coming back this month. Okay, April. Okay. So yeah, it's Netflix Atypical. Okay, watch the first 2 seasons because it's good.
Okay, and I have a dishonorable mention.
Oh my God.
Paul Pierce. Yeah, the one that was a part of the Celtics Big Three.
Okay.
Did you see the social media video? I think he posted it either Friday or Saturday night. He was lit. He was drunk. And he had, I guess it was at his house. They was playing like cards, Pinocchio. I don't know. They was playing poker. But it was strippers in the background. It was one man. Somebody was massaging one of them was massaging his elbows or his shoulders or whatever and neck. And the other was performing in the background, just ass everywhere. And he was putting the camera up there so they can see. And I'm like, what is going on? He represents ESPN, ESPN, as I like to call it. Okay. You can't be putting stuff like that on social media, sir.
I don't know what he must have been high.
He was lit.
He was on something. Why would he think that would be okay knowing the position he has at ESPN?
And he too old for that, ain't he? 65?
He got to be at least
I can
73.
see if you was 26, a freshman or a rookie in the league, and you just did that because you stupid.
No,
but sir, you're 83 years old.
Yeah, I think he turned 91 last year.
It just was not a good look. Like, even if he wasn't a broadcaster and on ESPN, it just still wasn't a good look. Like
is he married? Don't he got a wife out there?
I don't know, but that's just like a 50 years old people in the club. Like, go home, sir. Go home.
Your time has passed. You are about to expire. Your time has passed. Let me see if this fool married. This bitch married fool.
I can't believe that boy called it that. That was
yes, he is married to somebody.
Oh, he is?
Julie Pierce. They got married in 2010. She is black.
Currently married still.
Yes. She need to whoop his ass.
I mean, I don't mind them going to strip party, but why put it on social media? Like, that's stupid. Anyway, it's time for our highlight of the week. And we are highlighting Paige Buckers. I hope that's how to say it. She's the AP National Player of the Year. And this is the first freshman to ever do so. So that's history made right there. And she plays for UConn. And she said, and quote, "It's amazing, surreal for people to think of me that highly and to be in that position as a freshman. To get this award, I'm extremely humble and grateful." So kudos to Paige. I like that name. Congrats, Paige.
And I like how it's spelled and not P-A-G-E.
Yeah, that's a word. The PAG is a word.
Know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And an honorable mention or a shout out to Roy Williams, the legendary coach for UNC, is retiring after 33 years. Whoop whoop!
Whoop whoop! Still waiting on Dick Vitale. Is it Dick? Is that his name?
Dick Vitale to retire.
I'm still waiting on him.
His voice is iconic. He can't retire. He's not going to. Anyway,
okay, since before we get to my business, since we recording Monday night instead of our usual time Saturday, I'm watching the game in the background.
Gonzaga.
The championship, Baylor and Gonzaga. And right now it's halftime. Baylor's up by 10, but I'm rooting for Gonzaga. So
me too. Go Gonzaga. Hopefully by Wednesday, by the time this come out, Gonzaga be national champion. So yeah, I'm gonna finish the second half of the game. But anyway, talk about
So y'all know what it is. Hit me up for all y'all HR needs, inquiries, questions, concerns, all of that good stuff. We provide HR services for small businesses at affordable rates. Okay. So handbooks, payroll, employee documents, recruiting, all of that good stuff. Hit us up on IG at HCMGMT Consultant, HCMGMT Consultant, link in the bio, email in the bio, so you can contact us, or you can just shoot us a DM. You can slide in our DM like Kevin Durant slid in Big Mike's.
Big Mike. All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words with yours truly, the Fletcher Twins. Make sure you join us every week and rate, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit up our email at podcast.1000words@gmail.com with any questions or topics you'd like to hear us cover. Also, check us out on IG at The Fletcher Twins and Facebook at A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words.